Welcome 4X fans, it's Rob from eXplore, and I'm here with Stardrive, the Blackbox mod, and Combined Arms mod, because I wanted to reboot this series because I've been given a bunch of new hints, tips, commentary, survivor's guides, whatever you want to call it, but I've been given a lot of good information, right? And I wanted to take that information and actually try to play it a little bit better and provide more of a, I don't know, an entertaining experience. Because quite honestly, I have not played Stardrive and Stardrive Blackbox at all really since it very first came out, and I really just have lost my touch. So I was provided an amazing little start guide from Trifler, who is someone who has been on this channel for some time now, giving great advice and clearly knows his 4X games. And I'm going to use that advice and that little starting guide to help me become a better player. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start stuff. We're going to go with human. We're going to do small clusters again. We're going to allow for normal, and then opponents we're going to go up to 6 this time. And we'll leave the galaxy size as it is, and maybe change this to do something cooler. I don't know. I've never done anything really with this. Oh, I like the lion. So I'll use the lion. And we're going to do everything else pretty much the exact same as you would normally play it. And engage. So before we begin, I want to go ahead and automate a couple things because there are some things that I'm just not super good at, right? The auto explorer works really well, although we're going to change the scout right from the beginning based on my little starting guide here. And then we're going to do auto build projectors, and we're going to do automatic trade because that works. We're also going to change the transport here pretty quickly. Auto research, auto taxes, and that's just in case I forget to change the research, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on it for sure, right? So we're going to come to the shipyard. And we're going to pull up the initial, I guess it's the initial shuttle. Wait, where's the, is this the initial, I guess this is, yeah, okay, there we go. So what I want to do is I'm going to drop, ooh, you know what, I want to get the symmetric design off here. I'm going to go ahead and take these off. I'm going to place my cockpit there. I'm going to bring my small sensor right here. And oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do anything with that. It looks like he's put some armor right here, which is cool with me. I'm good with that. And then it looks like a static barrier as well, right there. And solar rays. We're going to do solar rays on both sides with a fuel cell. No, not a fuel cell. Sorry. It's going to be a nuclear reactor right here. And then we're going to have one small warp engine and one small combat thruster. And that's what he's shown me to build. That's the refit I'm going to have for my starting scout. So we're going to call this, well, we're going to give it a name, a save as, and we're going to give it Scout 2.0 maybe. And we're going to use that as our initial scout for, oh, I mean, just basically our scout. I guess we'll have to do version 2. There we go. So we'll save that as Scout version 2. And that's, he says that it's basically, oh, and we have to allow it to, or to set it to avoid enemies, which is here. There we go. So someone, whoever did the initial creation forgot to set that as default for the scouts. So he's telling me to do that. So we'll save as, we're going to do that again, save. We're going to overwrite that one. And that way they avoid enemies, and also he says it's dramatically faster. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. And when we come up here, we're going to use unarmed scout, but we're actually going to do scout version 2. And he also states that we should probably research plasteel first, which gives him the ability to build new shuttles with, it looks like, some additional armor. So we're just going to go with this, right? I'm not 100% sure if this is the best way to do anything, but I'm going to check it out and see how this works. So we're going to do plasteel first, and then I'm going to come back up here and get the farming going, because I know that that's an important thing, right? And I also like having industrial foundations with the rover bay and warehouse. I'm reminded that I can right-click on things to show off, you know, a little bit more about what the research technology is. And of course, you know, that does look a lot better. It's a lot easier to see. And now I know that I can go to, I believe it was Oh, see, look at this. I've already forgotten. Oh, man. I know where it is. I know it's in one of these. And we're going to come back up here maybe. And no. I thought I knew where it was. I remember the screen it was in. So if I just click around these, I'm sure I'll find it. I know I'll find it. And if I don't find it, then someone needs to hurt me. There it is, biospheres. So that's something that we definitely want to make sure that we keep. So that's on social engineering, and it's in the middle there. I need to remember that. I have been told that they're going to add a search function, which is amazing, because I think that, you know, being able to search biospheres would help me, you know, greatly, especially because I'm just not very smart. But before we begin, before we go too far into this, let's consider what Mars looks like. Mars is decent with food, and let's take a look to see what the... Oh, no, we won't be able to see that. We're going to go ahead and colonize it. And once I get more going, more ships and scouts exploring, I might do more with anything that's around us. But I do want to get that off the bat going. And I also know that once we get there, we can check to see what... Oh, we have to... I'm not sure if we can explore it after we've done the colonization. It's a crash site. I wonder if you... I don't remember if you have to send troops there first. So, you know what? We're going to find out. So, we've got that stuff going. We've got our new scout going. We're going to go ahead and unpause the game. And I wonder if we can retrofit our scout here before we even let him go anywhere. Oh, sorry. Let's come back over here. And am I able to retrofit? I forgot if we can do that. Order ship retrofit. There we go. We're going to retrofit to this one. And we'll do this one. Oh, let's see. Can we refit unarmed scout? Refit all, but there's only one there anyways. But in case I'm missing one. So that should probably take not very long at all, I imagine. Don't take long, or I'll get upset. Alright, so great. We're gonna go ahead and push these out and get them going and see how much faster they are. I don't really know how to compare them because I didn't. Cool, they look fast. They look super fast. Alright. So, we've gotten Mars colonized. And crash site. What can we do with that? So, from the orbit appears the resting space of crash. Ground troops might be able to find out more by exploring. Alright, so what I'll do here is I'll also auto-build garrison. We're going to do garrison size of 5. We're going to make this a core planet. And then keep an eye on what it does, right? Because right now there's not much that it can do. I will say too, I want to mention that this is the new version. This is the Mars version. So they're working on the next version of Blackbox, which is going to be titled Mars. I guess they're going to go through the solar system. So I don't know if they're going to go all the way to what was Pluto. But yeah, that means that there's going to be some new upgrades, new things, new quality of life features that are going to be updated to the Combined Arms and Blackbox mods. And I'm excited about that because I'm, you know, like I said before, I'm really enjoying this game. I do want to get better at it, so I'm going to make a concerted effort to do that. And I believe I need to actually build. So it looks like, you know, we're going to go ahead and build a spaceport here. And it does look like I need to actually have some Marines there to do what I wanted to do. So, all right, plasteel is unlocked. That was quick. Maybe that's why he does the plasteel, because it was a pretty quick thing. So he builds the shuttle VP1. So this is basically his like initial attack ship, right? So we've got shuttle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add that plasteel here, small plasteel armor. We're gonna give it to here, so it increases the hit points significantly. That's part of the reason why he does that. Oh my god, yes. All right. And with that too, he's also got some Vulcan cannons that are all there. And they're going to be all in the corners here. And there's a minimum range. I don't know what this is here. So ships will rotate so that forward firing weapons are facing its target. Okay, that makes sense. So I need to basically keep an eye on these things a little bit too. And alright, with that, we've also got to put some... Well, we've got to give it a nuclear reactor. We've got to give it its cockpit. And we're going to give it some I guess where am I missing it? I must be missing it somewhere. There we go. Ordnance. I knew it was somewhere. We're gonna give it 2 ordnance. It says there's design issues, but we'll talk about that here in a second. And then 1 of each of the different engines. So we're gonna do warp engine and small combat thruster. And it says information now, so that's great. So low weapon accuracy, that's probably, you know, that makes sense. And slow warp speed, that makes sense. There's not really much that they're gonna be able to do any faster than that right now. So we'll save this as our let's call it just Fighter V1. Oh no, no. Clearly I can't even type Fighter V1. And we'll save that. Alright, so this is, look at these things. So ship will rotate so that forward-facing weapons are facing its target. Ship will attempt to hold position. Ship will maneuver to keep target on its port side. Maneuver on its starboard side. Avoid engaging, and then what are these 2? Make head-on attack runs at its target. So that's probably good for something that maybe we'll eventually like this. So ship will rotate so that forward-firing weapons are facing its target. If in a fleet, it will attempt to maintain formation. If not, ship will maneuver to within maximum weapons range. If a carrier, the ship will use the carrier hangar range. So what is that different? If a fleet, it will attempt to maintain formation. If not, ship will maneuver to within minimum weapons range. So this one's going to get closer. Okay, I gotcha. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and create some of these. If only to have something going pretty early on, right? So looks like 36 and 35, but these guys have significantly more health. So that's definitely where the excitement comes from. And Plasteel was very quick to research. So I understand why he does that. That's great stuff. All right. And we'll zoom out a little bit. There's nothing really that has been popping up on our screen yet. So let's keep a fertility watch. Looks like Eadro, Terran, Ultra Poor, Oceanic Average. We can make up for both of these. So we're going to go ahead and colonize both of these. And also the swamp. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this one as well. But this might actually be the one we want to do first. So we'll actually do that in this order. So hopefully we'll get these things done quickly. Looks like the colony ships are ready to go. So small transport. We're going to go ahead and speed some of these things up. Especially since I want to beat anybody else out there. Let's go ahead and put these colony ships above these other fighters because we're not really in need of fighters just yet. Alright, the Opteris. We've already found the Opteris. Alright, so where are they at? Let's see where they have located themselves here. I don't see them. Okay, here's the Opteris. There we go. Oh, we're close to their home planet too. So that's going to put us at odds with each other for sure. And then he's going to, I think it was Eadro 2? Yep, there we go. So that's a Terran Ultra Poor. That's not the one that I really wanted to get to initially. The one I really wanted was Arfolk. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and... you know what? We'll just rush them. We'll just rush them and get them all taken so that we can get a good start on our colonization efforts. See how much more we can do. Alright, we can't do much more than that. Hopefully this one's going to Arfolk. If it's not, we're going to divert it. But Arfolk's over here, so make it happen. Yep, it looks like it is. Very good. Because that's probably the best planet, right? Let's come back over here. And we definitely want to get that one before the Opteris have any idea what's going on over here. So yet again, there's going to be something there. And let's take a look to see what it is. It's an abandoned warehouse. Alright. Alright, so with that, we will need to make sure that we build some more troops. And we're going to do the same thing we do here. So we're going to auto build garrison, and we're going to go ahead and custom colonize it to a core planet. And then we'll give it some opportunity to develop here. Looks like Earth's going to be kind of utilized pretty heavily here at first because we're going to have a lot of things going out. And let's go ahead and... I almost want to hold off, but I don't because the Opteris are just there. So we're going to go ahead and rush these colonization efforts, but that's only because the Opteris are nearby and I don't want to mess with them. I don't want them to take any of our stuff. So... Alright, here we go. Let's take a look to see if there's anything else that's popping up here. So, Opteris 4 is pretty decent, of course. Pluto, yeah. Let's go back to a fertility. There we go. Alright, nothing else stands out right now. So, that's a great thing. We're going to get the planets that do matter right now. And we're going to get them pretty quickly. So, alright. Scans of Yanduri 4 reveal an anomaly. And that's actually a good planet too. Oof, that's a very good planet. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and colonize that too. We're going to make that... yep, okay, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and focus on that first, actually. Again, just want to beat the Opteris to any of these good planets, so... How is that possible? They should be avoiding things. Avoid them. Don't go into battle with them. Alright. Very good. So, Eadro 1 has now been colonized, which is another core colony here. We're also going to auto-build garrison, just to keep this stuff going, so that if I forget about it. It's not that I necessarily think that's like the best strategy at all. I just don't want to, like, you know, because there is a lot that goes on in this game, especially when the combat and everything starts going down. I don't want to forget about anything. So that's the only reason that I'm kind of automating a lot of this stuff right now. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, so let's make that happen. And then let's get over here, because that's actually something where they're probably already scouting. So I want to make sure that I get that planet. That's a great planet. And we'll push that out. There we go. And you're on your way. Alright, good. So we've got Orfolk now, and that one's going to be one of our better planets for sure. So we'll get them going. Alright, yeah, we're going to pay this upstanding gentleman my ass. You're no upstanding gentleman. You extort me! Alright. So the colony ship's on its way. I don't see anything else. I don't see the Opteris pushing out that way, so it's probably going to be that we grab it. And I think we're going to need to hold off on colonization after that. Yeah, whatever. Your armor looks thin too, buddy. And let's also, while we're here, we're going to build a couple troops. We're going to drop one of them so that we can launch a single troop. And we're going to bring it over to Mars. Go. Why are you going around it, but not on it? There we go. And once, hopefully, let's see if that's the way we're going to do this. Alright, so they're not avoiding it as much as I was hoping. I was hoping they would. But now we have... Nope, there's... Yeah, well, I greet you too, but it looks like even with the damn person there, can we move him over here? So we have to actually explore those before... Oh no, it's going over there. Okay, good. Alright, hi, Dauntless. I imagine you're going to want to build this aeroponic farm. So let's do that first and move that away from each other. Okay, great. So, Rage Crystal. Here we have an excellent discovery. What appeared from orbit to be a shipwreck was in fact not a wreck at all, but a completely intact alien light frigate. That's amazing. And now we have an Empire-wide ground combat bonus for 10% with the Rage Crystal. So we're going to go ahead and... looks like I can't launch him. But whatever, what's this frigate? Let's see what we got here. Support drone. Awesome. And we come down here and we'll just look at what it's got. Can't you do a tab? I thought you could do tab. There we go. Where are you going? In combat with Opteris. Yeah, you're about to get rushed. Oh man, destroyed even. Very good. Wait, did we grab 2 heavy drones? Oh my god. That is amazing. We really lucked out there. A fantastic start. We've gotten some great planets. A fantastic start with that. This feels good. I'm feeling good, man. Feels good, man. Alright, so Spaceport would probably be a good idea here, but why? What are we doing here? Why aren't we doing any more? So if we do this, we're going to clearly be able to build or cook our own food here, right? Grow our own food. So that's probably a good idea to do. But I also want a spaceport. I want it. So we need to make those happen. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. It's a good deal for us because we're going to make money off of that. Maybe it'll take a few minutes, but we're going to be making money off of it eventually. And then we've got that going, but what else can we do next? Let's see if there's anything that I need to make sure of. The second research I select is Fighter 2, which unlocks not only a lightning hull, but also the twin cockpit. So he does Starship Construction Fighter Hulls 1. So we're going to do that too, just to have some things going. And then... Wow, okay, so he says, I found that these are noticeably deadlier than the P1 version, one we've made already. So what he's done, I guess, is he allows he puts in a second cockpit, like a dual cockpit. And then less, yeah, we'll take a look at it when it's ready. So it looks like, are they about to come in and... no, reject. You're not getting my plasteel. And good, it looks like we were able to take those guys out pretty quickly. Alright, things are kind of, you know, just like sneaking up on me here at this point. So, scans, there's going to be an anomaly here. How's that planet look? Looks decent. But we're not worried about that right now because we have so much going on as far as colonization goes. Ancient megacity on Apteris 1. Wow, okay. Good for you. Ancient megacity, huh? Alright, and we have farming foundations unlocked. We already knew about that. And yeah, nothing really. There's a couple anomalies that we could do something about once we get some more ground troops going. Looks like they're expanding a bit, but in ways that aren't really too threatening to what I'm doing right now, which I'm good with. Alright. So we are close to finishing industrial foundations, and then we'll have fighter hulls 1. And what else does it do? Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted to do. So we'll come over here and right-click on that. Side-by-side cockpit. Allows for 2 pilots to sit by side with more integration between systems. It's slightly better than 2 separate cockpits. Then tandem cockpit, and then unlocks a new hull-type fighter. Alright, so that's what he's talking about. And it looks like you can do more. There's actually, he's using a tandem cockpit in this one. So we're going to look at that once we get to the point where we can actually build it. Alright, another anomaly. These anomalies are just all over the place in this game. Alright, so it looks like they're not really doing anything. So maybe we import some here. Yeah, we'll do that. It's fine. We need to import some... Oh, he's not wanting to do that. Why don't you want to do that? You really think 0.1's good enough? Yeah? Well, I'm going to go ahead and make you an industrial and see what that does to maybe get things going a little bit faster. Alright, we're also going to auto-build garrison just in case I forget to do stuff here. And let's take a look at all the other planets here. Oh, we've forgotten to do something about... Oh, wait. I could have sworn that we'd made Earth a core, but I guess we forgot. Alright, that might have been part of the problem why we weren't importing and exporting. So, uninhabitable land is not suitable for habitation without construction of advanced building. A biosphere here will make this land inhabitable. What is this, though? We're going to go ahead and core it. And we're also going to see we're going to come back over here to this and see what this is. An ancient pillar. I believe that can be good and bad, so I may want to wait on exploring that. So I think sometimes, I mean, anything with ancient in the word, in the title or the name, gives me some concern that there might be some ancient enemies coming from that. So we've got industrial. All right. Everything's back to where it was. And we now have industrial, whatever the hell it's called, done. Industrial foundations, cool. And that means we're going to be working towards fighter hulls 1. So we're going to go with scientific foundations next, as he says that's probably, I mean, of course, that makes a lot of sense, trying to increase research rate. And then also, he says a great thing to do would be the subspace projectors, and I believe they're here. Yep, there we go. That way we can get a good little system going, right? Good supply system, and also with the researching of scientific foundations, we can increase our research rate, which is going to help us get through this research tree a little bit faster. So these are all things that I've been taught by this Trifler guy. He really great stuff. He gave me like a little starter guide that I'm going to use, and hopefully just as I learn more, I'll be able to develop my own strategies. But, you know, this is a good start, I think. And it looks like they're trying to... You mother... Yeah, we're going to go ahead and attack this. We're not going to let you in on our territory. Makes me feel like maybe I should colonize it. But I'm also a little nervous to do that because I already have so much going on. Very good. They are so screwed. Oh, my military is like on fleek right now. It's so good right now. So we got economic strategy, or economic strength of 3, a scientific strength of 2, a population strength of 2. I mean, our military strength is ridiculous right now because of these new ships we found. And there's nothing around us really. I mean, other than Amand up here. I wonder, was there anything good up in Amand? Not really. What about Amand 1 here? Yeah, it's not that great. But we will eventually want to test ourselves here. Especially since we've gotten better ship designs and we've got those freaking drones, man. Those things are going to be just great for us. Alright, unfortunately I can't see past those buttons, behind those buttons. So, yeah, subspace projectors are going to help because we've got so much transports going on, so much transporting going on. Yeah, we'll go ahead and work that out. And it looks like aeroponic farm is getting closer to being built, which is great. We're importing as we should. Also very good. Okay, so we're probably gonna want the rover bay before we want the spaceport, so we'll get that going. And we want to do that pretty much everywhere too. I mean, we want to make sure that aeroponic farms are happening and rover bays are happening pretty much everywhere, so we don't have to import everything everywhere. And Earth's already got that, so that's good. And the rover bay should probably be built on Mars as well. So let's go ahead and launch a single troop, and we're going to send him... We're going to come over here and grab him and send him over to Worldfuck 1. Behold, yeah, I know, hello, hello, hello. You are cute. Even if you're enslaved. Alright, so, Fighter Hulls 1 has been researched. So what I want to do is come and take a look to see what it is that we change here. So, first of all, let's take the shuttle. Sorry, actually, let's load up the Fighter 1. So we're going to load that up, and we're going to change it up a little bit. So, he does the double side-by-side cockpit here, and then changes the ordnance to be right behind that, and leaves that. So he says that's a good way to upgrade that. I'm not sure why. So let's see what this does. Gains health. There's plus some range. I should have looked at it, actually. I should have looked at the changes here. I'm going to go ahead and agree. Next time I'm going to look at it a little bit more closely to see what it is that he thinks is better for that. And we're going to upgrade those two. And then we're also going to create a lightning. And that's going to have some defense up here. We're going to do some small plasteel armor up here up front. We're going to do a tandem cockpit on the side here. We're going to give it some weapons. We're going to do Vulcan cannons all over here. I imagine we're going to probably keep it within range as well, too. That changes. I will let you know here in a second. We're going to let ordnance storage sit right here. And then we're going to do 2 nuclear reactors. One there, and then one over here. And then we're going to give it, looks like 1 warp engine, 1 small engine, 1 combat engine. So 1 warp, 1 small engine, and 1 combat engine. And ordnance time, ammo time is 34 seconds, which I've read is more than enough. And we're going to call this, I mean, what are we going to call it? Lightning V1, I like it. So we're going to do it, we're going to give it a V1. Whoops. V1, save it, and we'll come on out. So then what I want to do is I want to retrofit the fighter V1. Oh, sorry. Look at that. I'm so awesome. Fighter V1, we're going to refit all these to the... What? That's not... Where'd my fighter view... Oh, it's all been refitted. Oh, I needed to make it a fighter V2. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Doesn't matter, there's not many left. So, or there's not many already around. So, we can go ahead and see what... Yeah, it looks like I didn't change the name of it. Oh, hi, Polyps. I'm supposed to murder you immediately, so that's the direction I've been given. We're going to build some lightnings, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and renew the contract because you're extorting me. Wow, okay, so they actually fear me, which is great. We're definitely starting this game off way better than my last one. And again, my hat's so off to Trifler, who's given me some pretty great starting tips here. And honestly, I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm on a great start. You son of a... you know what? That's like one of the most egregious things you can do, in my opinion. And it'll mean war with me and the Opteris. I can guarantee you that. So, I blocked off Mercury, but they took Venus for its 1.2 production. And I hate them for it. So, we're going to colonize this. And I would... Is there a way to, like, set them to do, like... I mean, like, oh, whoops. Some sort of, like... no. No, we don't want to do that. I was hoping maybe there was like a... maybe not like a scouting, but maybe... like a guard system. That would be great, having like a guard system action that you could provide for them. You know, like some sort of orders in that regard, but... I mean, they do... I mean, like, honestly, they will engage... But it would be cool if they were just like constantly kind of rotating around to see where people might be coming from. Because I would have set that up and they would have never gotten Venus, but now they have Venus. Alright, anything here? So, ooh, 1.9 and 1. Again, another one. I'm just gonna be colonizing everything. But thankfully, we've kind of gotten things up to speed here. So, all right. So I discovered a warehouse, and I've got integrated storage shield. Integration of capacitors into the shield module has yielded an improvement in shield strength. Provides a small additional benefit to storing shipwide. Okay. All right. Okay. There's a little bit of overlap there with the text, but I know the guys will take care of that. Alright, so we've revealed there, and remnant forces spotted in the RFOC system. Threat versus... What? What? Hold up a second. These guys just appeared out of nowhere? Crap. That's gonna be a problem, because we're not gonna be able to get ships through now. Where did these guys come from? Holy crap. Alright, we're gonna build some of these guys out here and drop them. Yeah, we're gonna have to get these guys here and here, and I mean, we're gonna have to go to attack these guys already. God, I hope this isn't gonna be a complete murder. But where did these guys come from? You know what? It may have been from the warehouse. Like I said, sometimes these special events produce things that you don't want. And these guys are not going to be easy at all. I'm hoping that the fact that I have some drones, that I'm going to be able to take these guys out. Please. It's hard to tell who's who. Wait, did I actually won that? Holy crap. Fantastic. I could not have asked for, yeah, that's, yeah, wow, okay, cool. We've done it. I feel really good about this. We just took out remnant forces that were very powerful. And we didn't really lose much in the way of ships. So we're doing really well. I just, you know, I've got to be pretty honest here. I don't think that this has anything to do with my abilities. It's all luck that I got those remnant ships. So scientific foundations unlocked. Very good. Alright, everybody wants a non-aggression pact. I think that's a very good sign. Man, that thing is fast. Alright, so yeah, we're doing great. This is great. Great start. I know that we sent here. Oh, look at all these scouts just doing their thing. Where are you going? Go back, please. I don't know if I accidentally clicked something. Alright, did we not? I thought we set that up. Okay, we did. Alright, so Mercury is going to clearly be an industrial world. We're going to need to get those biospheres done. Now that I remember where they are. Who's purple again? I forget. Let's do diplomacy and remember who's purple. Oh yeah, the Dreylock, right. Totally forgot about those guys. Alright, so we're doing well. Economic strength, I could be a bit stronger, but I'm not really... Like, money doesn't feel like something that I really need in this game. So I'm not too worried about that. And scientific strength is great. We're at second, which I'm sure it means the... Oh, look at that. They're not. Who's second and... Oh, there we go. So the Dauntless are number 1. I wonder what they have that I don't have. Let's go ahead. You know, we've forgotten about this, so let's train some of these guys and get them going. That's the reason why we have money, really. So we should do more of that. Alright. And I'm hoping we can get an Acela here. I'm assuming we're probably pretty close. We've got to be close to finishing that colony ship. We're going to go ahead and force it. Alright. Very good. So, are we having little wars here? You took Pluto too? God bless it, man. You are totally going down. Alright, well, that means that the Opteris are definitely within our sights. Like, let's look at their strength here. Yeah, military strength number 6. So, I mean, they're just... I really don't like that they're here and that they're taking my stuff. I feel like what happens in the next episode is that we attack them and we take this stuff back. And then we kind of let the chips fall where they may after that. See where they do. See what they do, where they go, how they react. No! You know! Oh my god, forget that. I'm going to murder the Volfar. What in the hell? That was my planet. I'm really pissed off about that. Alright, so you know what? We're going to take probably... Oh, man, no. We'll go with Thabit because it's a better one. Ever so slightly. So we'll go to Thabit 1 and we'll just have to bring food there. But now, you know what? None of the Volfar are my target. Wow. What a change of events really quickly, because I was all about taking out that Opteris. Especially since they're sharing my system. But they just stole my planet. I was after that. And that upsets me. But my hope is now that we're close to being... Yeah, we're almost there at subspace projectors, right? So, what we have here. Ordnance supply bay, ordnance fabricator, repair drone launcher. No, we don't need that. Let's come over here and see what... Advanced education is probably important. What does this do? Xenolinguistic nuance. So we 10% bonus to diplomatic efforts. I'm not really worried about that. What I do want to see is maybe some guided weapons. So we might do missile theory, because we can have one of them small, right? Missile launcher, or yeah. It's either that or we go into energy weapons. I don't think energy weapons are as important. Although they seem to be doing really well against those remnant ships. So, let's see. Fighter holes. We got Spectre. Yeah, that's awesome. Thunder. Thunder and lightning. Alright, and... Yeah, that's what I think we're going to do. We're going to come here. We're going to go with ballistics. I'm sorry, ballistics. I didn't mean that. We're going to go with guided weapons and missile theory after that, and put some missiles on some of our ships. Man, that thing is fast. Alright. Yeah, we'll trade with you guys. I'm not pissed off at you anymore. Not that I ever really was. I'm just pissed off at the damn Volfar. They've got 18 strength against us, or against agents already, so that's good for them, I guess. It's not going to matter. Because I'm going to murder you. Murder all you dogs. Looks like they're setting up some subspace projectors. We got to do the same. That's going to happen soon, so we're good. And then, you know what we want to do too is, we're really slow on research, but we want to make that change quickly. Research lab, you know what, we're going to go ahead and build out. We're going to do that. And we'll leave Mars as it is for now. And it looks like the research lab here could be completed soonish, but not soon enough. We need 2 food per thing here. Why aren't we doing that? I mean, the research lab's important for sure. I want more research. But why aren't we producing more food? This is something that should be done. That way we can always export it, or at least make it for ourselves. What is going on? Oh, we're taking out some polyps. Are we gonna win this? Of course we're gonna win this. No, I'm going to reject this. I'm pissed off at you, man. You stole my planet. You came into my territory and you stole what I wanted. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pause it. The next episode, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for it. Thabit 1 was colonized. Alright, so we're gonna make this an industrial planet, and Skins of Arula 1, don't care, too far away. And then somewhere else over here too. Titus 2 or Titus 3. But yeah, the next episode we're going to make our way towards this system and steal what was rightfully... not steal. We're going to acquire what was rightfully ours. It's a great planet. I'm really just sad that I missed it to begin with. I should have been checking in on this, because that's what I normally do. I normally filter by fertility, and that would have showed me. This one's a pretty good one. But yeah, most of the ones that are actually somewhat fertile are colonized, except for this one. But this one's probably really far. I remember Titus being really far away. So I'm not going to take that because I feel like it'd be difficult to defend right now. But with Unicella being right there, it's right. It'd be difficult not to defend it, really. And yeah, so no, we know what we need to do too. Oh, you son of a biscuit monkey! I don't see. They really just colonize anything. I feel like they're doing this just to piss me off, and it's working. It's working really well. But let's go ahead and launch this single troop. And we're going to send him over to Yondori and have that going. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, guys. Hey, to Trifler out there, you're amazing. You really have helped me kind of get a feel for the shipbuilding, which, you know, is much deeper than it really looks. Like way deeper than it looks. And, you know, kind of got some great starting ship designs, which I really appreciate. And I'm just really having a lucky game in a lot of ways, getting some of the stuff that I did. I have a very powerful military as a result of my luck with that. So I'm still #1 in military strength, #2 in scientific strength, #4 in population. So I need to do something about that for sure. But, you know, we're off to a good start. And I think once I take Unicella from the Volfar, I don't see any more Volfar planets. Looks like that's the only one. And for some reason, it's not showing up with any sort of influence or whatever that is, like territory markings. Strangely enough. Maybe that'll fix itself when I reload. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hey, I'm really all about those strategy suggestions, so please send them my way. Please let me know anything else you have that I could learn from and do, because again, I'm trying to learn this game, and God bless his Blackbox mod, just a fantastic mod. I mean, this game feels like a completely different game, like a Stardrive 1.5 in almost every regard. And anyone who's desiring Stardrive 2 or Stardrive 1 version 2 from 0 should just shut up and play this game, because Blackbox and Combined Arms mods makes this feel like a full-on sequel that really just, you know, it feels like a professional product. So I'm very impressed. I'm enjoying myself a lot. Stay tuned for next episode, and until then, guys, keep exploring.